So what you're trying to say is that a man cannot be with one woman sexually.
Yes.
Jesus said,
Man, no fit. No fit. I don't know. I don't fit. But I will talk for my own self. I don't go talk about
A man is not built to be with one
heart
woman.
and love. If you give one
Calm
woman,
down. Calm down.
heart, love, respect, and say, oh, this person is my person. It fit. But sexually, it dey impossible for man.
So what you're trying to say is that a man cannot be with one woman sexually.
Yes.
Jesus said,
I know a lot of women will be so upset about that statement. But now the issue I have in that statement is the fact that he was generalizing the matter. He was generalizing the statement. You know what I'm saying? Talk about yourself. Say I. Don't say everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people, the way they feel, they think everybody feels like that. Some people, the way they desire, they just feel like everybody desires like that, which is not right. You know what I'm saying? Talk about your damn self. Do not say everybody. Do not say that's the biology of a man. Say that is the way I am. That is the way I feel. That is the way I desire. And do not say everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue I got with that. Do not say everybody. Talk about you. Don't say everybody. Don't say that's the biology of a man. Say that is the way you feel. That is the way you desire. So now when the lady in the podcast asked him that, okay, what if your lady also decides to sleep around with other men? How you gonna feel about it? And he said, is that it matters. It all depends. That if a lady got to do that stuff, it should be an understanding. You know what I'm saying? That the lady need to tell you from day one that I'm not gonna stick with you or I'm gonna stick with you alone. Damn, does that make any sense? That a lady got to tell you, your lady got to tell you from the onset that I'm not going to stick with you alone or I'm going to stick with you alone. So it should be said. What? That's the way he ain't said that lady. Y'all need to tell him from day one that you're not going to stick with him alone. Let there be understanding. What? Does that make sense, man? And then when they ask him, now your lady, you have a lady right now in your life and her name is Natasha. Are you trying to tell us that you have Natasha and you're still fucking other women? Oh my God. This is where he was so dumbfounded. He was dumbfounded. He couldn't answer that question. And what he told the man was, you trying to bring me a problem. He answered that by saying, you are trying to bring me a problem. Come on, man. You're trying to bring me a problem right now. And then when they asked him about his daughter, that what if your daughter comes right now and tells you, Father, my husband is sleeping around with other women. What are you going to tell your daughter? And he said, I'm going to ask my daughter, are you okay with that? And then if his daughter says no, then he's going to tell his daughter, if you're not okay with that, then you walk away. That's the answer. He answered that. Can you imagine that, man? Damn. So that's how it is. But no, what I want to say to this is like I still emphasize on the point that he should have talked about himself and not generalize the issue. Okay, that would have been cool. Talk about yourself. Say that's the way I feel. Don't say every man is like that. Say you are like that. You understand? Because I know very well that everybody can be like you. So don't say every man is like that. Say you are like that. You know what I'm saying? That's so cool. It's been Braxton, baby boy. I'll be right back.